Hey guys, what's up? Phase on God 420 here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, if you're wondering why my camera angle is like this, pointing at a coffee table, it is because, drum roll, bam! Game Boy Advance SP with new brighter backlit screen. Yeah, so this Game Boy Advance SP was one of the ones that was released later on in the lifespan. Like this model was released in September of 2005. It was released around the same time as another Game Boy model, the Game Boy Micro. Yeah, this was released because this was like Nintendo's original plan. Whenever like Nintendo in the 2000s they were selling like GameCube and Game Boy Advance here, like this one here and that one. They were selling Game Boy Advance, and just a year prior to the release of the AGS-101 SP, Nintendo released the DS, their first DS iteration. Yeah, Nintendo's initial plan was that they were gonna have the DS and the Game Boy as a third. They were gonna have the Game Boy as a third pillar. And the DS, they were gonna have the DS as a third pillar. So part of Nintendo's original plan was that they were gonna release GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and DS games, all three of them at the same time. But since the DS was selling so well, Nintendo decided to discontinue this, and they kept on making the DS games to the DS, since the DS could already play Game Boy Advance games. Like it already had the slot, this part on the bottom here to play Game Boy Advance games. So, and it already had, it had the same charger too. But anyways, let's stop with the rambling. Let's get to the unboxing. So yeah, with the Game Boy Advance SP, it was actually AGS-101 was my first handheld. It was the first handheld I ever owned. It wasn't this one, but it was my sister owned this one as a kid. I owned the graphite gray one as a kid, but my sister owned this model, the pearl blue one. So here's the charger here. So this is the charger, and here is the plug. It's actually the same plug has the DS Fat. So if you have the original DS here, in a Game Boy Advance SP, you can use the same charger with it. Yeah, there's the chargers, paper, some pamphlets here, some old Nintendo Power pamphlets. Register to power up. I have Yes, there was some test drive Nintendo Power for free, and there's some advertisement right here, Mario Kart DS and Twilight Princess. Yeah, there's some promotions of Mario Kart DS and Twilight Princess right there. And there's it's basically, what this is that it was basically a subscription to Nintendo Power. Yeah, there is a safety booklet right here. So it's basically an instruction booklet on how to use it. So it shows how to charge. Shows how to charge it. It shows the specs and such. And the Game Boy SP open. It shows all the buttons and such and switches. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, looking at this as an adult, it's pretty cool. I don't remember opening one of these as a kid. It's cool unboxing one of the first console handhelds I ever owned. There's the Game Boy Advance link cable right here. So what this did here was that this would link up to a Game Boy Advance. Like for the DS's, for example, those would use wireless communication, but this little cable would link up to two systems. And with the Game Boy Advance SP, you needed an adapter here for headphones. Yeah, this is before the iPhone 7 here. And people are always saying that Nintendo's Game Boys that were the inspiration for a lot of smartphone stuff. Like this, okay, so this is troubleshooting. So here is something Nintendo trivia, featuring the latest hit games. So here's Mario Golf Advance Tour. This page that shows the order of it. Yeah, Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls. Yeah, Mario Pinball Land. I actually used to have a McDonald's toy, that little Mario ball right there. Yeah, I remember I used to have a little McDonald's toy of that. There's a promotion for the classic NES series. I got the Metroid one here just a few months ago, actually. Yeah, it was one of the missing Metroid ports one of the Metroid ports I was missing. Yeah, there is the original Donkey Kong. There is Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, the original Metroid, Zelda 2, The Adventure Link, Castlevania, and Dr. Mario. Yeah, there was also that NES edition Game Boy Advance SP. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that was the AGS-101 model, the frontlit model. But the other games on this, there's Donkey Country 2, like Donkey Country 2. Yeah, a lot of people consider the Game Boy Advance to be like a portable Super Nintendo because it had a lot of Super Nintendo ports. Then there is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Yeah, that was the introduction. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance was the introduction to the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series. Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing some of those on DS. Apparently the first one's the better one. But here's Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green, the remakes of the Gen 1 Pokemon games. Yeah, those ones. And then there is the Game Boy Advance video cartridges, the 2 Pokemon ones. Yeah, I have a few of those as well. I have the SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents and the Shrek 2 ones. I have a few of the Nickelodeon and Shrek 2 ones. I have Shrek 2. Yeah, then there's Kirby and the Amazing Mirror on here. And then there's F-Zero GP Legend. I never played those games there, but I played some games. Like I played some Mario Advance games and such on emulators before. I don't know, Country 2 and such. Yeah, but okay. So here is the highlight of the video. Oh wow! This is the Game Boy Advance SP, everyone. The AGS-101. Yeah, the stickers are still on there. See, it's an AGS-101. Just a few little scratches. Wow, it snaps into place really smoothly. Yeah, I got my AGS-001 model right here. This one right here, it doesn't. Yeah, the front light doesn't work in it anymore. So it's basically just an original Game Boy Advance in an SP body. Yeah, I got Metroid Zero Mission right here, so let's try this out. Normal. Wow, this is freaking the best. This is the best way to play Game Boy Advance games right here. Yeah, and the screen is a lot wider as well. Yeah, the screen seems to be much slightly wider than the other one. Wow. I'm gonna pick my hard mode file. Okay, buttons seem to work. So the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy SP works perfectly. You can't really see the footage from here, but it works perfectly. So let's do a couple of size comparisons there. Yeah, let's try a couple of size comparisons with the Game Boy SP. So here is the SP next to an original Game Boy. This is the first generation Game Boy. Here it is next to an original Game Boy while it's closed. So it's about half the size. Yeah, it's about 2 SP. Yeah, it's about 2 SPs make it longer though. It's longer than 2 SPs. Yeah, one thing that's a cool Easter egg with the Game Boy, that's a really cool detail that they did with the Game Boy Color game. When you put a Game Boy Color game in an SP, this is one of the best ways to play Game Boy Color games, by the way, or original Game Boy, because look, you get a wide screen. You also have. I'm gonna play that again, but look. You have the option to pick between different colors. If you hit the D-pad right and hit the G-pad combinations, like you hit D-pad, the directional buttons, and you hit B and A, you switch the color of the original Game Boy screen, because the original Game Boy here didn't have a colored screen, so you could have the option to pick between palettes with the original Game Boy games. This is only exclusive to these color cartridges. These are not exclusive to the Game Boy Color only cartridges like this. But anyways, you have the Game Boy Color here, so yeah, like with the Game Boy SP, it's about the same size. Yeah, opened, it's around the same. Yes, a little bit longer than an original Game Boy when it's open. But let's compare it to the Game Boy Color now. So the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Color, it's around so it's slimmer, but yeah, like 2 SPs stacked, 2 SPs on top of the Game Boy Color. It's longer, but see what it looks like opened. Yeah, the SP is longer than the Game Boy Color. So let's compare the other ones. So the DS Fat here is one of the interesting ones because if you look at it doesn't really matter which one you put on the DS Fat, but look, put it on the middle, it kind of looks like the middle was kind of modeled after an SP. Like I see mods sometimes where they put the tops of the SPs on the DS Fats. Like those are remolded though, but the Game Boy SP, the first models here came out in 2003, so I could see them maybe taking inspiration when they make it the SP. They took inspiration from the SP and they used the same chargers as well. So it probably uses the same structure. Like it used the same structure, just made it longer. And now here's one of the second handhelds I had as a kid, the DS Lite. But for right. So now let's compare the DS. Yeah, but before the DS Lite, I'm gonna compare this. To the console, to the SP versus, put them side by side. So the DS Fat is longer, but yeah, they seem to be about the same height, but the DS Fat is obviously a lot bigger. Like, it's a lot wider and bulkier than the SP. And I'm comparing them to the red one because it doesn't really matter which model it is. But putting those two side by side. Now here's the DS Lite, second handheld I had as a kid. So obviously, like, the SP, they're like two SPs. Obviously, it's like the DS Lite is a lot smaller. Like the width, like, it's a lot wider, like, a lot smaller and than an SP. But the two SPs on top, like, it's small. Like, let's see what it looks like open. Yeah, the SP is taller open, but when it's closed, it's like, yeah, the DS Lite is smaller. Yeah, like the width. Yeah, like, smaller when it's opened. Yeah, these are only the handhelds I own, by the way. And now let's compare the original. This is the original Game Boy Advance. So this is the original model with the dark screen and such. So yeah, like this basically covers the screen of the original Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it covers the screen and it covers the entire front part, besides the buttons and such. Yeah, and open is longer open there, but this one, the Game Boy Advance, is a lot wider. Yeah, like, a lot of people prefer this form factor as well. Like, a lot of people mod this particular Game Boy Advance because of the form factor. Like, it's more comfortable, but these models you can play them in the dark because of the brighter screen. And now here's a couple other ones. These are, yeah, the Zelda Game & Watch and the Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch. I got this one here recently for Christmas, but these are, the SPs are obviously bigger, but in width, yeah, the Game & Watch is much wider than the SP. Yeah, but the SP is a lot bulkier. Here it is opened. And yeah, they're basically, yeah, both these Game Watches are basically the same size. This is a different there's more buttons here. There's more buttons on the Zelda ones. And this one also lights up here as well. Yeah, it's a little light up Triforce. Yeah, but now we're going into some more recent stuff here. I got my new Nintendo 3DS XL. So let's see how big two SPs are. Huh? So with a 3DS XL, I can fit two SPs on here. It's just a little inch. It's easy to be a few inches wider. I could basically, this covers the whole 3DS. Now here is the 3DS and 2 SPs. The AGS. Yeah, these are the two. These are two of the consoles I normally secondary console I normally carry besides my Switch. Is an SP and a 3DS. Like, and early they go from big, small, and big. That's how the consoles become normally normally. And now here is the Game Boy Advance SP in a Nintendo Switch. Obviously, the Switch obviously is much bigger than the Game Boy Advance SP. It's a lot, it's a lot bigger than the original Game Boy Advance as well. Yeah. But the Game Boy Advance SP is obviously is more bulkier than the Switch. Like the Switch here is much wider and. But when they're opened, they're normally about the same. They're normally, it's obviously much taller opened. When the SPs are open, they're much taller. Yeah, and without the Joy-Cons, I'm going to show it without the Joy-Cons. I had to put this the other way because it keeps trying to slip off. Yeah, it takes part of the top there, but it takes half the top part there. Like it takes covers half the Switch. So, but the Switch is still. Obviously the Switch is still the bigger one. And here is the last size comparison. Yeah, a Nintendo Switch OLED and a Game Boy Advance SP. Yeah, don't worry though, this is a glass screen protector right here. So the OLED switcher is obviously a lot bigger there, but this covers like the bottom half of the screen. Like it covers the bottom half, most of the screen. Like there's this little lot. It's most of the screen. There's just a little line here. That's all. Yeah, I got these Joy-Cons here for Christmas, by the way. The Skyward Sword ones. Yeah, and this still covers the screen, but like the OLED Switch is a lot wider though. So that's the size comparisons. Yeah, but with the Game Boy Advance SP, like most games, I played movie-based games mostly as a kid, but I've experienced later games on emulators and such. I got some games at yard sales. Like seeing on the back here, like there's advertisements for some games on the back here, like Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3, Mario Tennis Power Tour, and Pokemon Emerald version. Yeah, I got this one right here. I got that one right here, but there's some games I played on emulators before. Like I played Donkey Kong Country on an Android tablet emulator. I've played I play movie-based games like Shrek 2 and such. I've also played some crappy Chicken Little game and such. Yeah, where you use like a yo-yo for a weapon. Yeah, but this was one of my first 2D Metroid experiences was on the Game Boy Advance, and it was Metroid Zero Mission. Yeah, I remember at the time there, I just had the GameCube Metroid game. It was, yeah, my aunt was like, hey, you like that Metroid game on the GameCube, so here is a Metroid game so you can play on your little portable game. Yeah, and I just freaking put it in and just played Metroid Zero Mission. Yeah, but anyways, this is gonna be the end of the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow my Twitter, stay tuned for videos, especially since I'm gonna be making, so I got another pickup right here. I'm gonna be doing an unboxing of this next. So anyways, this is Phase On God 420 I am phasing out.